All right, it is time. What is going on, guys? Another Gamer 808 here. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. Happy Friday morning to you all. Welcome to the Noah Nation podcast. This is just the opening of the podcast. I will have guests on the show. I will have a guest next next Friday. Will be my last podcast of the month before I go on my 2-week trip. And when I do come back to do my podcast again, I will let you guys know. I will be back doing another podcast once again on December 17th. I'll be talking all about my trip on that day, and I'll make a lot of topics on that. But let's get started. Let's start off with the Xbox 20th anniversary recap. I'll give you guys all the stuff that happened with the live stream of the Xbox live stream of the 20th anniversary on that day. So Monday, I was watching the Xbox 20th anniversary of that live stream that they did. It was pretty good. I think they nailed it really good. They were just talking about the 20 years of Xbox, how it got all started and everything. With The Rock. The Rock was on there. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked out the 20th anniversary video on the Xbox YouTube channel, go and check that out. They did a really amazing job. It was really good. I'm very happy about that. So that is good. Pretty excited. So we got that. It was good. I didn't have any negatives towards it. So it was good. They even go into discussion with Halo Infinite when it's supposed to come out, which I will talk about the review of the multiplayer next. But yeah, they did release Halo multiplayer this week. You could play it until December 8th, which is the official release of the game. The campaign doesn't come out on its official release on December 8th. So you guys can go and download Halo Infinite Multiplayer. It is free if you have an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription on PC or Xbox. So you can play on PC and Xbox. But I think for the difference between keyboard and controller, it's a whole lot of different beast out there. So I would really recommend picking it up if you are a big Halo fan. I would definitely go into it. But that's pretty much covered with the Xbox 20th anniversary recap. It was really good, really good. But if you guys haven't checked out the 20th anniversary of Xbox, go check out on their Xbox YouTube channel. It's really good. I think it's like 31 minutes long. Or you can just watch the live stream. It's like an hour or something-ish. So go and check that out. So we'll talk about the Halo Infinite multiplayer review. So the Halo Infinite multiplayer review, it is a really good game. It's good. It is a really good game. I have no negatives towards it. But yeah, Halo is really good. I definitely give it an 8 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with the game or anything. It is good. And I've been a big fan of Halo since I was a kid. I was watching the G4 channel when I was a kid. I would always watch the G4 channel, and they would always advertise. Halo, and Halo was the thing. I loved it. I loved Halo. It was great. Hopefully, we'll see how the campaign is. I don't have anything with any thoughts on that yet, but I'm gonna be doing it on my YouTube channel. I won't be doing it here on Twitch. I will only be doing the multiplayer here on Twitch. But the campaign I will do on YouTube, on my main YouTube channel. If you guys haven't subscribed to that channel, be sure to go and hit that sub button over there on YouTube. Be sure to go and subscribe to the shorts as well. We're growing on the shorts as well, more than the main. So go and check out the shorts and the main channel. Go and subscribe to them. We're really close to 200 subscribers on the main channel. We're 251 on the Shorts channel, so go and check them out. And go and subscribe. Tap that bell. So, Halo, good game. Go pick it up. It is on Xbox Game Pass on PC and Xbox Game Pass. So go and check that out. It is free if you have an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription or just an Xbox Game Pass Xbox subscription. Go and check it out. So we'll start with next NFL picks. That's the next topic. I gotta pull up the NFL real quick. The scores, the games that are playing this week, and you guys can pick who's gonna win the NFL games this weekend. Okay. So Monday's game, the 49ers beat the Rams 31-10. And then the Falcons and the Patriots. The Patriots beat the Falcons 25-0. That was a blowout. Okay, you got Sunday's games. Here you go, guys. These are the picks. And these are the teams that are playing on Sunday. And you guys will have to pick them. I'm going to start off with the Ravens and the Bears. Who do you think is going to win? The Ravens or the Bears? For me, I think I'm going to pick the Ravens on that game, but we'll have to see. But I'm picking the Ravens on that Sunday. Packers and Vikings. I'll pick the Packers. Picking them. Going Aaron Rodgers. So, go with them. Then Sunday, you got the Colts and the Bills. I'm going to pick the Bills on this one. They're going to win that game. You got the Lions and the Bears. I'm going to go with the Browns on this game. I don't know. We'll have to see. This is going to be hard, but I'm picking the Browns. They're going to win it. And then you got Washington and the Panthers. I'm going to pick the Panthers on this. I'm choosing them. The Panthers. On that Sunday. And then you got the Texans and the Titans. I am going to pick the Titans to win that game. So I'm picking the Titans to win. And then you got the 49ers and the Jaguars. I am going with the 49ers. That's who I'm picking on that Sunday. So I'm picking the 49ers to win. Dolphins and Jets. That's going to be hard. But I'm going to pick the Dolphins. I'm picking them to win on that game on Sunday. And then also you got the Saints and the Eagles. I am going to go with the Eagles on that game, so I'm picking them. And then you got the Bengals, the Raiders. I'm gonna pick the Raiders to win that game, so I'm picking the Raiders. And then you got the Cowboys and the Chiefs. I am picking the Cowboys, of course, because I'm a Cowboys fan. So the Cowboys. I'm picking the Cowboys to win that game. And then you also got the Cardinals and the Seahawks. I am picking the Cardinals to win. That's my pick. And then you got the Chargers and the Seahawks. I am going with the Chargers. I am picking them. And then the Giants and the Buccaneers on Monday. I am going to be picking the Buccaneers on that Monday. So, because I know they're going to win. And then you got week 12 of 18. Thursday, the Bears. This is Thanksgiving. So you got the Bears and the Lions. I'm going to be picking the Lions. I'm picking them. And then the Raiders and the Cowboys. I am picking the Cowboys all the way. Big Cowboys fan here. Bills and Saints. I am going to go with the Bills. And then that Sunday on the 28th, that's the day I'm leaving. So Sunday, the Steelers and the Bengals. I am picking the Steelers. Panthers and Dolphins. I am going with the Panthers because of Cam Newton and stuff. Eagles and Giants. This is going to be a division rivalry between these two teams. I am going to be picking the Eagles. I'm picking them. The Titans and the Patriots. The Titans. I'm sorry, Patriot fans, but I'm picking the Titans to win. And then you also got the Falcons and the Jaguars. I'm going to pick the Jaguars. Falcons are not really doing that great, so I'm picking the Jaguars to win. on that Sunday. And then you got the Buccaneers and the Colts. I am going to go with the Buccaneers on that Sunday, on the 28th, which is that next Sunday. I will be picking them. And then you got the Jets and the Texans. This is hard, but I'm going to probably pick the Jets on this one, picking them. And then you got the Chargers and the Broncos. I am going to go with the Chargers on that one. So that wraps it up with NFL picks. Who you guys think's going to win those games? Just let me down in the comments on YouTube or in the comments right now on Twitch if you're watching this. Let me know what your guys' picks are for the NFL. Okay, next, let's talk about NASCAR. NASCAR season is officially over. So basically, NASCAR is officially over, and lots of ride changes or people staying in their rides for next season. But as of right now, I've pretty much heard that Anthony Alfredo won't have a ride next season, so he'll go whenever he goes in his career. So Anthony Alfredo will be leaving Front Row Motorsports and also Starcom Racing. They're shutting their doors at the end of their season, so that was their last season of the year for them. So they won't be competing in the next gen car next season, so they're out. So Quinn Half won't have a ride next season, so his future is in hopes of where he goes for next season, or drops to another series, probably the Xfinity series. Austin Cindric will be driving the 2 car to replace Brad Keselowski, because Brad Keselowski will be in Roush Fenway next year. So the 2 will be driven by Austin Cindric. And then Joey Logano, Brian Blaney, they still stay in their cars for next season. So Austin Cindric will be the new driver for Team Penske. So he'll be driving the 2 car in the next gen car next year. Ryan Preece will be out of a car for next season. He'll be kind of like retiring from NASCAR. He'll be going to modifies next year. So Ryan Preece will be out of his ride in the 37 car next year. So his future and hopes is where he goes in NASCAR or he stays in modifies, is what I've heard right now so far. Riley Herbst will be staying in the 98 car in Stewart-Haas Racing. He'll be staying in the 98. It's not a really big shocker that he's staying in the 98 car. So he's staying in the 98 car for next year in Stewart-Haas Racing. So big watch for him, what he does for next season. And Calling Racing will be in the Cup Series next year in the next gen car. They will still run their Xfinity program. AJ probably will stay in the Xfinity program, but Justin Haley will be driving in the Cup Series next year in Calling Racing. So best of luck to him. I hope he does well in his first season with Calling, and hope Calling does well in their season in the Cup Series. So, yeah. And also as well, Kyle Larson winning his first championship in NASCAR in the Cup Series level after coming back. His first season back after dropping the N-bomb in 2020, where he couldn't race for a whole year and was suspended. So he deserves the championship. I am happy for him. Congratulations, Kyle Larson, on your championship, and I'm happy for you. So yeah, Kyle Larson winning the championship. He has momentum into next year, so we'll see how he does. And yeah, so that's pretty much wraps up with basically all the moves and everything that I've heard from NASCAR right now so far. So looking forward to 2022 NASCAR season. It's going to be a great season. A lot of races that I'm looking forward to. And hopefully I'll go to one of those races. I know I'll probably be possibly going to the Sonoma race in 2020 next year. So it's going to be pretty exciting, and I'm very excited about that. So let's get into the next gen car, the Gen 7 car. this was the last season for the Gen 6 car. It was its last season, so we won't see the Gen 6 car anymore. We will be in the new car, the Gen 7, which is the next gen car of throughout the years. So the Gen 7 car, it looks really nice. The only thing that shocks me about the next gen car is the tires. The tires are kind of weird because they're not as they were before, but the tires are really weird. And the only thing that the pit crew are only gonna do is only change one lug nut, just like in the GT sports cars. They always change one tire, so it's gonna only be one lug nut next year. So yeah, so yeah, we got all of that. It's really cool. I'm pretty excited about that. So yeah, we got the next gen car next year. And what's your guys' thoughts on the next gen car? Do you think it's gonna be great? Is it gonna be a failure? We'll have to know. So it's gonna be good. Hopefully NASCAR runs this test when they start out at the LA Coliseum, which is the first race back. It's the pre-race back before the actual season kicks off at Daytona in February. But pretty excited about that. So the next gen car looks really good, and I really hope it performs and doesn't become a failure. So we'll have to see. The car sounds a lot more different than the Gen 6, because the Gen 6 was more louder than the Gen 7. Than the Gen 7, but we'll have to see how the Gen 7 car. It is less noisier than the Gen 6, so we'll have to see. And I'm also going to talk about Halo. Halo once again, guys. They are releasing a Halo TV show on Paramount Plus next year. So it's gonna be cool. So I don't really have Paramount Plus, which sucks. But if you do have Paramount Plus, I think it will come out next year. So I'm not really sure about it yet. But yeah, a TV show, Halo TV show. Is that crazy or what? So yeah. And also as well, I also found something from the Xbox 20th anniversary as well. They are going to do a like an Xbox like throwback of a TV series or something, or like a documentary or something about how Xbox got started with all their roots and everything back in 2001, because that's when the first Xbox was released. So they're going to do a documentary basically on the Xbox, how it got its name and everything. And it's supposed to be available on all platforms, because I think Microsoft actually confirmed it. So I'm not really sure how it got all started, but I'm sure it's going to be on all platforms. I'm not 100% sure, but I will see any articles or anything anytime soon if I do cover it in my next podcast, if they do confirm it. I think it's going to come out this year. December 13th is the actual release. So it will come out on the date I'm coming back. So it's going to be really cool. But I'm not really sure yet if they 100% confirmed it. But they have confirmed the date, but they haven't confirmed what platforms they'll be on yet. So stick around for that. Also, as well, Star Wars game is getting a physical copy on Nintendo Switch. So is Star Wars The Old Republic? You might know that name. It's getting a physical copy on Nintendo Switch. So I got the article that I pulled up right now. Star Wars The Knights of the Old Republic is getting a physical release on Switch. It is a port of the game that originally released on Xbox and PC in 2003. A remake of the game is also in the works for PlayStation 5 and PC as a timed exclusive. In the meantime, The original game's Switch port had only been available to purchase digitally. Well, that is about to change. Limited Run Games has announced that a physical release of Star Wars: The Knights of the Old Republic is on the way for Nintendo Switch and PC. There will be a standard edition, a premium edition, a master edition. The pre-orders will be available beginning November 19th, which that is today, and will last for 6 weeks. The official tweet is down below, which you can go to the tweet, which is Limited Run Games. You guys want to go and check that out on Twitter. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, November 19th, that is today. Is supposed to be its release of the copies. Which I think the standard edition will be $50. And I think the other editions probably will cost more, probably $70 or $100. Because that's how normally games are normally cost in the Nintendo Switch shops. So I think definitely the editions are good. So what do you guys think of that? What do you guys think that was it good? Was it a good idea by Nintendo Switch? Was it a good move? Let you guys know. Let you guys know. Also, as well, we'll get into the next thing. Streamlabs has partnered with Twitch. Streamlabs has partnered with Twitch with Xbox gamers. If you guys are Xbox gamers, do you guys remember Lightsteam? You guys remember Lightsteam? So yeah, Lightstream is basically kind of like the Streamlabs idea, but they call it Streamlabs Studios is the name of it. If you guys want to go and check that out, Streamlabs Studios is the name of the site. It's by Streamlabs. Streamlabs owns it. So basically, it's kind of like the same thing as Lightstream. It's kind of the same thing. So basically, it's basically like the same thing where you can stream on your Xbox and capture it through Streamlabs Studios and have like overlays and everything. So it's the same thing. It is a good idea if you don't have a capture card or stream from just directly to your Xbox. It is a good idea. But I just rather just stick to maybe just getting a capture card and getting a PC. But it's a good idea. I really like it. I really, really like it. It's good. But I don't know. But we'll get into a few things with Streamlabs at the end. There is a lot of backlash that's been going on with Streamlabs. So also as well, let's talk about Fortnite. The new Fortnite update and the collaboration has been really huge. They just collaborated with Naruto. Naruto is the new collaboration. It's an anime, and I think they'll continue doing a lot of anime collaborations in the near future, like Dragon Ball Z and a lot of others. I think they'll do a lot of more collaborations real soon. They are collaborating with Ghostbusters with the new movie that's coming out today. It is out today. Ghostbusters Afterlife is the name of the movie, but yeah. Fortnite is doing a lot of collaborations. They're like the #1 battle royale with collabs so far. They're killing it out there. Also, if you guys haven't played Fortnite at all or haven't seen any of the updates, but the POI for Cube Town has changed into a pyramid. So that's basically a clue of how Chapter 3 is going to end up being, because we are going into Chapter 3. It is confirmed by Fortnite. So this will be the end of Chapter 2. We will be in Chapter 3 next year. And all the unvaulted items, everything that didn't get in the vote will be unvaulted. Like the Boogie Bomb, the shopping carts are unvaulted now. What I've heard, because I found that in a Fortnite game. They actually added shopping carts back into the game. And then the mechs are back. They got invaulted. So the mechs are back. I will be doing a video gameplay of the mech. I did it on stream. I did play it off camera with a few of my friends and stuff. but I will be doing gameplay video of the mechs. So you can also find the mechs in Pleasant Park. That's where they're basically found at, is in Pleasant Park. That's where they are. So if you guys do want to go and use the mechs, they are in Pleasant Park. So this was a really big update and a big collaboration with Fortnite. Hopefully they'll make more collabs real soon with a lot of other anime collabs and everything. I'm not a big anime fan, but if you guys are big anime fans, you guys are probably going to be thrilled. So, yeah. It's a big update for Fortnite. It was a good one. So, let's talk about now. Let's get back into sports again. This is racing, actually. If you guys haven't heard anything from Jimmy Johnson or anything in his tweet, he posted a tweet on Twitter about him joining Travis Pastrana in a race that they're racing at. They're holding is at the Race of Champions. He'll be joining the Race of Champions with Travis Pastrana and other drivers. I don't know what date he's actually doing it, but I think it's sometime this year. But he's actually racing with Travis Pastrana in the Race of Champions with Travis Pastrana. He did announce it on his Twitter. If you haven't gone and checked out his Twitter, he did announce it on his Twitter. So he'll be joining the Race of Champions. So go in and check that out. Also, as well, if you guys haven't heard anything of what's going on regular original news, but this is also other sports news that I found. But the Staples Center, which is hosted for the Los Angeles Lakers, the Los Angeles Clippers, and the LA Kings, the Staples Center will no longer be its actual name anymore. So it's going to be renamed when the Lakers host their next game. It'll be called the Crypto.com Arena. It will no longer be the Staples Center. And I'm sure a lot of Laker fans and a lot of other LA fans are really upset to see that name taken away. Like, it's been the Staples Center since the very beginning, since it was built. So it's sad. It really is. But yeah, they changed the name to the Crypto.com Arena, which is basically it's a company in Singapore, and it's kind of weird. That's just absolutely weird. So yeah, and I think it deals with cryptocurrency, so I can really understand that. And I've heard something about the San Jose Sharks getting into cryptocurrency, so it's kind of weird how this world is with crypto money. It's just weird. So also next, we'll get into baseball. What I've heard so far from re-signings and stuff. The Giants have qualified Brandon Belt. He will be playing for one more year with the Giants in 2022. He'll be playing with the Giants next year for a one-year contract. And also as well, Justin Verlander has re-signed a one-year contract with the Astros. He'll be playing with the Astros next year in 2022. So those are the two signings I've heard so far. And also other rumors I heard about that Corey Seager has been rumored that he'll might be getting traded to the New York Yankees, or he probably could be staying in LA. So we'll have to see. And I've heard a lot of other pitchers are getting signed to LA. So we'll have to see. So yeah, that's all I got covered for baseball so far. But next, I want to talk about Xbox getting a new exclusive. There's a new game that's coming out only on Xbox, is what I've heard so far from this article, that they could be getting another Xbox game exclusive, Gunk. The Gunk is the name of it. That's the new game that's coming to Xbox, is Gunk, and I'm really interested in playing that game on its release. Very interested. I don't know when the game is supposed to come out, but it says sometime in December, so keep an eye for the Gunk on Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass on PC. That game looks really good. But also as well, let's get into the Streamlabs Backlash that everyone's been really complaining about Streamlabs right now. Basically, Streamlabs is getting a lot of backlash on their platform that they're basically people are complaining about that they basically copied live streams' stuff. And basically, they also kind of did copy Elgato's Stream Deck's like service and stuff. Streamlabs kind of copied and said Stream Deck instead of putting their own name in there. So basically, they changed it to Streamlabs Deck. So it's basically they copied other people's work. So it's kind of weird why Streamlabs would do that. It's just weird. And also as well, a lot of people have been complaining about Streamlabs having where it's called Streamlabs OBS. So basically, they had to change their name to Streamlabs now. They took out OBS because there's another software called OBS Studios. So it's kind of they had to change everything up. So a lot of people are really complaining over Streamlabs and are not liking Streamlabs. Like everyone's kind of transitioning to OBS Studio or other softwares, but it's kind of weird that people would transition to OBS Studios and leave Streamlabs behind. So, but it's not going to make me move to another software. I'm still going to stay on Streamlabs. I just think Streamlabs is kind of where it's at right now for me. But I really don't like using OBS. I used to use OBS for like recording and stuff, but I kind of moved to Streamlabs, and I just love Streamlabs, what I have right now. So, but I can see the difference between OBS and Streamlabs. They do have sort of each differences in their comparison. I can also talk about content creation a little bit, since I haven't really talked about that. But pretty soon, guys, I do have a lot of things in the works for next year. But in 2022, I probably, for the YouTube side, I did announce it in my live streams a couple days back, but I'm going to have a third channel pretty soon. It's going to be basically on reacts of me reacting to like gameplay, funny videos, funny TikToks, and funny Twitch clips or Twitch fails. I've seen a lot of content creators do it, so I've been thinking about doing that and make a third channel for it and start making some videos on that. So it's a good idea, and I hope it works out. And hopefully this podcast works out really well. What do you guys think of the podcast so far? Do you think I should do more podcasts? I do have another podcast with a guest next Friday. I'll be having Magic on the show. I'll be having Pigeon Fall Guy on the show. So I'm going to have guests on the show pretty soon. I will invite mostly my community to come and hang out with me on the podcast and talk about a lot of stuff and talk about them and who they are and why they enjoy being part of my community. So yeah, I will have a podcast on that. I will continue doing a lot of more podcasts if you guys really enjoy it. On YouTube, doing it here on Twitch. And yeah, it's been a good podcast so far, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. So, and hopefully this project is really successful. I really hope it is. But yeah.